Hey, what's up guys? I'm Marissa Flowers and today we are talking about some big changes. If you are a longtime super fan of this channel, I'm talking about you, Ernie, Monica, and baby Chris, then you might have noticed some changes. And I'm not talking about my hair magically growing 20 inches and turning purple. Changes like the background. And that's because I moved. I just want to give an intro to this video because I want to give you sort of a warning. The reason that we moved and that I was so excited to move is because the house had kind of been falling apart towards the end. We had lived in this house for 3 years. When we moved in, it was amazing. It was a huge upgrade from the place we lived before, and I don't even want to get started on about that place, but it was really bad. When we moved to Austin, we found a house on Craigslist. Initially, the guy that owned it, he was really cool. It was his sister's house and she was an engineer, so it was a really nice 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom house. He had like a bunch of video games that my boyfriend liked. Like, they really hit it off. So we decided to move in. We didn't meet the other roommate. It turns out he was like an older gentleman. He was about maybe 40. I wouldn't even say, probably 35. But he seemed like he had witnessed a lot of things in his life. My only complaint about the house would be the bathroom. And in the video, you'll see why I didn't like the bathroom. Me and my boyfriend were sharing it with the other guy. That's fine. He was pretty clean. My other roommate, who his sister had let him live in the house, I think for free. He was the landlord, and I hope he doesn't watch this because he's a nice guy. He is a nice guy. All the guys that have lived there are really nice guys. But, and that's a big but. So the older gentleman that lived there, we'll call him Jay. The first issue happened, me and my boyfriend cleaned. And this was a couple months in. We had cleaned before, but this time we were thoroughly cleaning for some reason. We cleaned under the couch and we found some glasses and we're like, oh, these might be somebody's glasses. They might need them. We found a can of beer. I don't know why we didn't throw it away. We left it on the the table in the living room. And then like the roommate really freaked out. We had to have a roommate meeting because those apparently were his ex-girlfriend's glasses and his ex-girlfriend's favorite can of beer. Okay, before she had moved out, she had been living on the couch. All those things were in the couch and they were hers, so he thought that she had been coming over while he was asleep or something, and then my roommate or my boyfriend, who never met her before, was sleeping with her behind his back. And I don't even know her name, so I don't know how he came to these conclusions, but we had a roommate meeting about it. We told him it was a misunderstanding. He had claimed that we had been eating his food, which is a little true, but we weren't just like going in just like looking for his food so we could eat it. I borrowed a cup of milk. I should have asked. Anyway, and he thought that we were sneaking into his room at night. He was putting a pair of pants under the door at night. Apparently the pants moved during the night. I don't know how that happened. I have no reason at all to want to go in there. But we're like, okay, he's paranoid, poor guy. So we continued to live there for like 2 years. But during this time, the other roommate, we'll call him A, he had a really well-paying job, but I guess he hated it. So he was an alcoholic, basically. He would just like drink all the time. The worst that it got was one day he hit my car and he left a really big dent. But he came clean and he told me and he paid for it. So I can't really say mad about that, but I was extremely angry. And he almost seemed surprised, like, why are you angry? I'm gonna fix it. After a while, I guess the stress of his job got to him. He just stopped showing up to work, actually. He took a sick leave. I guess he was going to therapy or something, and his sick leave lasted for at least 9 months. Somebody could have birthed a baby, and I don't know how he was paying his rent. I guess his sister was letting him live there for free. The electricity bill went up, and I saw that a lot of our letters for electricity were pink, like he wasn't paying it, but he was charging us like double than usual. So I was like, okay, we're getting scammed. We're gonna move out. Jay had moved out because he just like flipped out. One day he was cooking spaghetti and he told the roommates, like, you're eating my food, you're going into my room, like, I know you're talking to my ex-girlfriend. And this was like 2 years after our roommate meeting, and he still was like having the same thoughts. I didn't even know this was happening, and when I came home he was gone. So I was like, great, now how is A gonna pay for that when he doesn't have a job? The other room's empty. Anyway, so we got a new roommate. He was nice as well, but he was a huge pothead, and he would like smoke in the house and just like cough all over the place. Like a couple times he coughed directly into my face, and he would just cough and cough and walk down the hallway and just cough, cough, cough. That was my only pet peeve with him. He like claimed when we asked him to, but the house was really deteriorating because Jay used to clean a lot. We had already decided to move. And then one day, a good friend of A's, we'll call him B. Yeah, B came over one day to hang out with A. They spent the night, and then he never left. He just didn't leave. And even A was like, that's kind of weird. He just doesn't leave. He didn't ask if he could stay. He just doesn't leave. And I guess A was too nice of a guy to say, you know, it's been a week, you should go. But 1 week turned into 2 weeks, and so on and so on. And, you know, I really hated that. And my boyfriend and my coworkers had to hear about it all the time, and I know they were getting so annoyed of me. Wouldn't help with electricity bills. He would stay up all night playing video games. He had a wife and kids. His family would, I don't even want to get into that. I don't want to just bash them, you know. But the week that we finally moved out, he moved out because A was going to start charging him rent. So he just wanted to live there because it was free, but as soon as he had to pay rent, he left. Cut to 2 months later, I am moved into my apartment. I am going to make a video about that, the whole process, because we moved in without any furniture. We had zero furniture. So like we slowly collected things. You could see my video where I painted those stools. That was for our new apartment. We, you know, went to IKEA. We went shopping on Craigslist. I want to make a whole video about it, but this video is about my old house. I wanted to give a tour of it now that I finally moved. It is a very beautiful house, but this video is not gonna give it justice because it was just a shithole. By this point, it was just like trash was just everywhere, and we had kind of given up, even though my boyfriend was cleaning all the time still. And I told him, just stop cleaning. This is no longer your concern. He cleaned up into the very last day, but it was still just like, it just had really bad vibes. But I want to remember this time in my life, so I want to make this video and, you know, remember vividly that house, which I once loved. So without further ado, enjoy the vid. first. Foyer, where I often find Sakura when I come home. Mess. Hey girl. This is the kitchen. I was really happy to move in here because it's so big and there was lots of room to cook, but as you can see, it's a mess. This is my little guy, my little dying guy. This, everyone always thought we had a bunch of alcohol. No, it's fake. This is our dungeon. It's our laundry room. This is where the guy on the couch sleeps. Yeah. You want to show them your room? Okay. This is her space. She's hungry. It's time for her to eat though. 1/4 cup of night. Super dark. Okay, yeah, so kitchen, great. This is where we play our board games. As you could see, I was too lazy to clean this. These are where we keep the other board games. That's where we keep our recyclable bags, and my cat's spoiled. She has a fountain. So over here is the living room. Pretty. It's pretty, right? That's also where the guy on the couch sleeps. And since this is like his room, it's pretty messy. Over here's where I used to film videos, where I kept my vanity, but I packed it all away. I need some more packing to do, but that's that. And that was cool. We used to play Mario Party all the time. Everybody's asleep, so that's Justin's. Our old bathroom. And one reason I'm excited to move, I will miss the little birds, but I won't miss the black mold that's on everything. Even up there. Yeah. So that's cool. This is our room. Justin's asleep. But I have other footage of this room. Plus it's a huge mess because we have like a bunch of boxes and stuff. Okay, so there it is, the house. If you want to see the bedroom, which was a pretty nice big bedroom, I had a video where I decorated it with Christmas lights. So if you really want to see it, you can watch that video. I'll like play it after this one or link it or something. Yeah, that's it. I hope you liked it. Look forward to seeing the video about my new apartment, which I am in love with, and go ahead and subscribe so I can have higher self-esteem and feel value. Okay, bye.